Hello YouTube fam, it's your Uncle Tim. This is Uncle Tim Rants and Reviews, a channel where I rant and I review, man. I just want to say, first of all, thank you just for watching. Thank you for all the love and the support, and thank you for all the positive energy. Man, you know what? Man, okay, you all called me out on some bullshit. You said, you capping. You said, look, the price of retro games done went down, Now, I'm not going to lie to you. Now, you know, I was a little wrong. I could admit that I was wrong. And some of this shit is high as hell, I ain't gonna lie. But, like I tell you, you start slow. You crawl. Pull yourself up. Then you start walking. I'm gonna say it again. You know, Adventure Island for the NES, made by Hudson. And we got Spot, the game. You remember the 7-Up bottle with the red dot? This is what Spot is. So we got 2. Well, we got more than 2. This will make 11 that came. Reason why I'm saying that is I'm taking the funds that I normally would spend on action figures and stuff like that, Funko Pops and things like that, shoes, and spending it on video games. You know, I'm having, you know, some issues with some people now. You know, when I say issues with some resellers, you know, they're not being bad, evil, or anything like that, or malicious. This is a business. A business job is to make money, and their job is to make money as much as they can. But you know what? My job is to get it for as cheap as I can, man. I'm going to be honest, man. I'm not here to basically, you know, make somebody feel bad, but I'm here also to get a deal myself. Now, you know, if your stuff has been sitting there for a while and you're looking at me some kind of way talking about, I want full price, dude, if it's been sitting there for 2 months, maybe you should come down on the price. Just being honest. Now, I'm going to explain to you. What I buy most of the time is lots. You know, I buy single cartridges and stuff like that, but I buy lots most of the time because lots move faster. You know, and that's what I'm looking at. You know, I'm looking at everything that I can, and, you know, I'm doing everything I can right now to basically grow this collection. I want to grow it as fast as I could. I want to see what I can get by the end of the month. How many cartridges, you know, all in all, and, you know, we'll show them all at the end of the month. Today, I'm not going to actually do a pickup, but I was just showing you the 2 that I did get. I got more today, but, you know, again, what I want to explain. I haven't gave up on collecting toys, man. So, you know, before all of y'all say that, but I have to wait for the heat to come. I got to wait for the things that I'm looking for to come out. There's a lot of action figures out there. The Ghost Rider, and, you know, him and his bike, and, you know, just shit. It's a whole lot of stuff. And I'm just being honest, man. So I'm just taking my time, man. You know, there's so many things. What is the ambush bug for McFarlane? Dude, there's so many McFarlane toys. That Iron Man Hulkbuster looking thing, that Hasbro Pulse just showed, man. That's amazing, dude. I'm trying to figure out, when does that drop? You know, I'm trying to figure out what it is that I'm looking for as far as action figures right now. You know, I'm slowing down with the NECA gargoyles because they're very, very costly. You might as well say they're $40 per figure, basically, after taxes and everything is said and done. So I'm looking to find deals when I can. You know, $20 to $25, that's good for me. But 40 is not good for me, bro. You know, we ain't doing that. Now, the Silverhawks was the only thing that I paid up on. Why? Because nobody else is licensing that right now. And the people who are, they're very costly. And I'm not going to spend that type of money when I could spend this type of money. I understand the quality. I understand the concept of the plastic. The way how the toys are put together. You know, again, I just want you to understand. Everything is a work in progress. I'm still sitting here trying to figure out what I'm going to do, where I'm going to put stuff. And I made up in my mind a conscious decision, fam. I'm not buying any more vehicles. You know, I have the gold label Batmobile back there, the 89 Batmobile. You know, I have some other vehicles around here. You know, the Batmobiles of all kind, the Batwing, and, you know, Bat Cycles. And, dude, I just got all kind of shit. Hiss tanks, Sky Strikers, Night Ravens. That's just the Cobra Coil bike, Serpentor and his Air Chariot. All of those bikes, Duke and the Ram Cycle, Clutch and the Ram Cycle, whoever all these damn people are. I'm just saying right now, I don't want no vehicles, man, because I don't have space for all that. Now, again, I'm not saying that other people shouldn't buy vehicles. I think you should buy vehicles, man. I think if you have the room for it, that would be amazing. If you could display them. You remember when I had the Terradrome right here. I only had one at the time. I had it sitting right, well, I had two. I had one sitting at the top and one at the, right here. It was sitting right there, and it had all the Joes next to it. And on, like, thread, I had, like, the Night Ravens. It was two of them. Looked like they was blasting off from the top of, you know, the Terradrome. So, my point is, man, you run out of places to put stuff. And like I told you, the Gantry is over there. The Defiant is right there. You know, it's just like, man, you know, the Terradromes, rather, all three of them is up there. You know, and you get castles. You got the Castle Alliance up here, man. It's just like, bro, come on, man. What you gonna do? I got things that I haven't even brung out yet. I got a play set, you know, the ring for like My Hero Academia. Dude, I have nowhere to put it. I have the the AEW All Elite ring that I got from Ross for like, I think $8.99. I got all the wrestlers inside of that. You know, see, the thing is, you run out of places to put things. You know, I got all those XL15s from Lightyear because the ships are amazing. Got this one. Couldn't even help it. Dude, I was so upset for buying it. Not because it's a bad vehicle or something bad in the process. But the thing that I looked at was, man, I said, damn, the price is, I think it was like $3.99. So, yeah. The focus is kind of taken off of toys for a minute until, you know, I either see a deal, I see some things that I want. Like I told you the other day, I actually pre-ordered Cyborg Superman. Dude, for DC Multiverse. It ain't even a gold label or anything. It looks amazing. I just want to see what it looked like up close. Someone said they would love to see that the robot arm would have a cannon or something like that, or some other things. That would be nice, man. But, you know, again, you know, for the lower price point, I don't need too much. I would like for them to have an extra, you know, extra hand where I could take all that extra shit off, you know, just if I just want to pose them upright. But, you know, a lot of this stuff is looking amazing, man. And like I said, if you take your time, you find what you're looking for, man. You know, as I'm taking my time, I see that my collection with the video games is growing. The NES collection is growing. The N64 collection is growing. The Super NES is growing. And the Genesis is definitely growing. I think the Genesis, like I said, is like 11 games. I think it's 7 for the Super NES and 3 right now, but for the N64, but I think I got like 7 coming, so that'd be 10. The reason why I'm building my collection up, like I said, the only way to build a collection is to spend some money. And I'm spending the money I normally would spend buying toys and shoes and things like that. So before you say, man, you're spending money you don't got, I'm spending the money I normally would spend. You know, keep in mind, a lot of times when I buy toys, I buy them on deals and things like that. So my thing is, I want to see where I could go in a month with it. And is it possible to actually grow a collection? Now, I'm not trying to do the eBay thing, whereas I'm trying to sell something to get this stuff for free. Man, that'll take too damn long. We'd be here forever doing that. My collection wouldn't grow until like 2027. Why? Because eBay is slowly dying a slow death. People are gravitating towards other sites. And people are tired of paying fees. Regardless of where you're going right now, there are fees everywhere. And the only thing people are looking at right now is Facebook Marketplace. They're like, look, maybe I could deal with that. Just put some stuff up there. If you're looking for video games, check Facebook Marketplace in your area. And let them know that, hey, look, I want to do business somewhere in the wide open. Because, you know, they ask you, like, why? Because, you know, again, at the end of the day, my safety is #1. You know, I'm not trying to get out here and get robbed. Oh man, you think I'm gonna rob you? Shit, I don't know. I don't know you. You don't know me. You know, let's keep it real. You know, I had some people reach out to me trying to sell me their video game collections. Dude, right now, excuse me, I'm not trying to do that. Because I'm going to tell you something. A lot of people are saying, I know what I got. And to be honest, you got a whole bunch of sport games. And you sitting here trying to get top dollar for sport games. Let's keep it real, man. That ain't what we doing. You know, sport games, if you got a lot of them, if you got 9 or 10 of them, that's about $30, $40. If it's NES. If it's Sega Genesis, it's about the same damn price, $20, $30. But at the end of the day, man, you're trying to grow this stuff. You're trying to win. You're trying to build a collection that you said, hey, look, man, I didn't think I could build a collection, man. I didn't think, you know, it would be as hard, you know, because a lot of people say it's so hard, it's impossible. Now, you know what? Look, I retracted my statement saying that retro games is not that easy to collect for, but it's not impossible. Now, again, I'm going to just say this. A lot of times when people are collecting, they try to collect grails first. They try to buy all those high-priced games first, and you shouldn't do that. If you're not going to play that high-priced game that you buy, I don't, you know, think you should buy it. If you're going to buy an $800 game like Pokemon Box, you should be playing that motherfucker. If you're not going to play it, I don't advise you to buy it. You know, yet. Because think about it. I forgot how many games in the Nintendo GameCube collection, but think about it. There are so many games in the Nintendo GameCube. If you go into a lot of these gaming stores, a lot of the filler is cheap. Just like with the NES. There's a lot of them sitting, you know, like on $2 and $3 bins. Why? Because not every game for the NES is worth anything. This is why I try to understand when I look at eBay and I see a game that I know ain't even worth $5 damn, and you got it up there $5, no, $10 plus shipping, $10 plus $10 for shipping. You like, damn, game don't cost $10 to ship. What are you doing? Like, what are you shipping me? You know, gold or something in there, dude. You got to make it make sense for yourself. The way I built this collection, man, it wasn't slow. I move very fast. I look at what I want, I check prices, and I zero in on the stuff that I want, and I keep checking those prices. You know, I say the searches, that way stuff is steady popping up so I can see if it's hitting the price that I want. When it hit the price I want, that's when I pull the trigger. Now, like I said, you know, so many people have offered to sell me things. I appreciate that. But one thing that I don't do is business with people, you know, that if something happened, I can't get anything back. Now, I know the same thing may go with eBay. Now, you know, like I told you before, a lot of guys are selling their games untested. Why? Because a lot of people don't want to test them anymore. A lot of people don't have, like, the systems anymore. And the reason they don't have the systems is because they sell it. You know, everybody want that quick cash to flip. You know, I told the guy, I said, hey, man, could you drop the price to like $25? I think it was like at 35. I said, man, because he had, you know, sent me an offer for 30. He said, man, I don't think I could do this at this time. And I was like, okay, thank you. I appreciate it. You know, and that was it, right? Then all of a sudden, he sent me an offer for $25. I bought it. Dude, I'm going to tell you something. That's when you do business. People are trying to offload this stuff. You have to let it sit sometime and say, look, I'll buy it later. I buy it, you know, when other things pop off. But you know what? I'm not on break the bank buying shit. Now, you know, I think the highest I spent for a game is like 20. I'm talking about for a single game. And like I said, you know, lots, sometimes they be 10 and 20, sometimes 30 or 40, depending on what you get. If you get enough of games in that lot, it's going to be a little pricey. So just keep all that in mind. And I think that lot that I was telling you about that I asked could he drop it to 25, it was for NES games. It was 3. It was Jaws, Batman, and Friday the 13th. clean copies. Dude, like I said, I'm going to show y'all what I got at the end of the month, and that way I can talk to you about if it all was a deal or not. You know, if, you know, collecting in, you know, 2024 is like it was when it was like 1994 or 2004 or 2014. Now, all three of those eras that I, you know, mentioned, shit was way cheaper, man. You know, like I told you, I could find an FM Towns Marty for like $200-300. Now the shit going for $1,000. I could find a PCFX, you know, like the graphic version of the PC Engine. It was like the successor that, you know, played like anime video games. That used to be like $100 to $200. Now it's going for something. The Neo Geo, I was able to find Neo Geos for like $200 or $300. Neo Geo CDs, $200 or $300. I had all three of them. All three CDs. You know, 3D CD versions. And man, they didn't break the bank. But now the bank is broken. You remember they had all those floods over there and every damn thing else. So, you know, you're dealing with some stuff, man. So prices went up and shit got crazy. So like I said, I'm going to do what I do slowly. We're going to take inventory of stuff, man, and we're going to talk about it. We're going to have some fun with it. And we're going to see where we're going to go with it, okay? But till later, thank you so much for watching. Oh, like I said before, we're still doing video games for a minute, and we're going to be doing action figures as well. But like I said, I haven't seen the heat. Now, I don't went to stores. At this point, I'm not buying shit just to buy it anymore. And, you know, I'm just keeping it real, man. I'm not trying to, you know, be like, yeah, I got this. But if I don't want it, see, that's the whole problem. You got to want what you get. But till later, peace out, fam.